everybody, Amanda Amble's back in the house. So yeah, I've had a bit of a break from making longer videos, a bit longer than usual. I was planning a longer break, but you know what, something came up and I really want to draw some attention to it. And what it's about is, you know, it's very connected with the sacred lands here of Glastonbury. Let's talk about Glastonbury Abbey. So for those of you who don't know the Abbey, I used to walk there most mornings with my dog, and it was a most pleasant, wonderful place to be. And then they spent millions on creating a very flashy plaza at the front, and they got rid of the old gift shop, which was a lovely gift shop because it showcased local craftspeople and artists, and they replaced it with your bog standard, very commercialized and very ugly things. So what happened when that happened was people were not very impressed, really, because it felt like the money was really being spent on the tourists or the pilgrims, whichever way you want to look at it. And what's happened since then is that so many local people here have actually cancelled their subscriptions to the Abbey, including myself. I used to pay for their special membership, which allowed you into the medieval fair and all kinds of things for free. And then they changed that membership this year so that you couldn't really have access to those things. You only got about 15% off. So it very much seems to me that instead of working for the community, they are actually working against the community. And can you believe it? We don't even get any kind of reduction for membership. So it's the same wherever you live, the membership. Plus I've heard about the 5G thing, or there's been Wi-Fi put in there, and a lot of people can't now go there because of that. And dogs are not allowed in the cafe. A friend of mine who is disabled found it very difficult to get in. Access was bad. And what I noticed is when I went on their website this morning, they were very much moaning and groaning about the comments section, saying that comments should be polite. So all I can imagine is that there are some comments on there that aren't so polite. But what is worse is a man went there yesterday with his shirt unbuttoned on the hottest day of the year, and he was told that he couldn't enter the Abbey, and this is a local man. And since then I've been talking to a few friends. Another friend, he was told that he had to put a scarf around his naked torso. Well, actually just his chest, not his whole body, you know. He had his chest out and was told to do that. Another mother was with her baby and was told that the baby could not keep the t-shirt on. Somebody else was asking if they could go in to pray, and they were told that they had to pay to go in. So anyhow, I had the experience of my dog jumping on the counter, because my dog is quite used to receiving different treats and things in different shops, and I got very sternly told off for that. I think I made a video called Grumpy Woman about that quite a long time ago, actually, now, for those of you who've been in my channel. And I think that was a bit of a turning point. So many of us in Glastonbury have not renewed our membership, and the excuse they gave for telling people that they weren't allowed in, exposing their chests, men exposing their chests on the hottest day of the year. So yes, was that it is consecrated ground. Now on this consecrated ground they have an extravaganza with the loudest fireworks you can possibly imagine. You know, I can't sleep at night when that's on. I leave town. And also they have something called RAVE in the Nave, And I'm sure there's probably a few topless men in there if they're raving at the nave. So I think the argument about it being consecrated ground and, you know, just saying that it's a sacred place for people to go. They don't allow singing in there. I had a dear friend over from Ireland who loves to do spiritual singing, sacred singing, and she was told she couldn't sing in there. And people are confiscated from taking drums in there. Now, if any of you know about energies and earth energies, and indeed the energies of a place, it's very important to work with these energies to keep the spirits of the place, if you like, happy. And all of these things are not keeping the locals very happy, but also the actual spirit of the place, the spirits in that place, those age-old monks. I don't think they would be very happy about the way they're running the abbey right now. I asked if I could put on a beautiful healing event, healing music event, and that was in the Abbot's Kitchen. If any of you have been there, it's a beautiful space, amazing acoustics. I did go to a May of Love launch there many years ago, all candlelit. It was so magical, and I was told that I couldn't do that. But they're allowing these very loud electronic music events to happen there. There's definitely something going amiss here. They're definitely just after the money, and it feels like the whole thing of the sacred is falling by the wayside. So I would kind of call to you people who don't live in Glastonbury as well to be aware of the way it's being run these days. And I don't really like to come on and make ranty videos, but I feel that this is really, really important. So it's really important that we as locals, we make a stand and we let our views be known in maybe a polite way. We don't have to swear, but it's pretty bad what they're doing there. So thank you so much for watching. I chopped off all my hair this morning into a very messy bob. Well, I call it a messy bob because I don't know how to do a neat bob. Have a lovely day, and I hope you're keeping cool in this hotter weather. And thank you so much for watching. Lots of love from Avalon. Take care.